Allie and I love creating things. We love art, and it can be street art, it can be art in museums. I think just people creating something is very inspirational.
What we really love is the storytelling aspect of it, and I think it goes back to when we started and we wanted styled jewelry. I think telling a story of how you can wear the pieces is really important to us. I'm Allie Wardlaw.
And I'm Bess Callarman. We are co-founders of Allie+Bess.
Based in Dallas, Texas.
I think we all like charms. I mean, it's just, but like, what is actually going to be a price point
That people want to pay.
People want to pay. What we try to do is attainable luxury. So we have a price point that is not fine jewelry. I think it would be cool to have beads and something that's like a little bit more unique.
We're gonna have to like source some new beads that go with the color palette for sure.
We honestly just started because we wanted to make bracelets for ourselves.
We actually met working in a nursing home 15 years ago. I'm an occupational therapist, Bess is a speech therapist, and we actually had desks next to each other.
And became fast friends. Fast forward another kind of 9 years. I had my daughter and I was just gonna be a stay-at-home mom. Allie hates coffee and can't sit still. So we had to do something while she came over, and we both always loved fashion. So we started our company with $50 to buy beads, and it was literally just to buy beads for ourselves. We didn't really have an intention of selling anything. We did not have a business plan. We did not have anything.
I'm pretty sure we still don't have a business plan.
We were then approached by a big retailer here in Dallas, and we were given the opportunity to do a pop-up at their location. And it was a huge event for us, and we spent months preparing for it. And our first night, we sold through pretty much the entire inventory. We thought we had made it. Like, we thought
They placed an order.
They placed a very large order. We thought we made it, and we thought we were just gonna continue on the kind of wholesale retail route. But then March of 2020 happened, and retailers weren't taking on new vendors. They weren't even looking at new people. And so we really had to pivot our whole business plan.
I think when COVID hit, it was either we just let go and we like quit because we thought about it, or we have to like completely pivot and do something else.
I don't mean to sound dramatic, but our backs were really against the wall. We had no money in our bank account. We had kind of like done all these things to try to really invest in retail, and that clearly was not going to pan out. One thing that about Allie and myself, we don't have a lot of business background. We don't have a lot of things, but one thing that we really do have is grit. And we will refuse to give up. Yeah, it was very scary, but I will say this, like, and I'll always say this, like, in a scary situation, I'll always have Allie in my corner because I know that, like, we can figure it out. And we've just always had that, like, kind of can-do attitude that we will figure it out.
Okay, we're live.
We're live.
We started an Instagram. Bess has a background in photography, and so I liked the aspect of styling the pieces, and I think back when we started, there was a missing piece in the market of seeing jewelry really styled.
We wanted to show how you could like live in the jewelry and make the jewelry come alive.
People started DMing us with just custom orders, and so that's kind of how we started. We just started making custom orders out of our DMs.
Okay, we are so excited about this collection.
This is not a collection, Beth.
Well, I know it's an edit.
This is an edit.
Whatever. When COVID happened, like, there was a really big push for people wanting to know who they were buying from. And so I think we were really intentional about we had to become forward-facing brand. Neither one of us wanted to do that. That was not a dream of ours, but here we are. We want people to feel like they're actually buying from us. It is our brand, and bringing ourselves like helps people feel like they're part of, like,
they feel connected.
Trying to keep things fresh is something that's really important to us. 10 minutes ago, we were making bag charms just for ourselves. Like, we just wanted to make bag charms. And so I think that's just like, it's a kind of a spin-off of just like our personalities.
Telling a story of how you can wear the pieces is really important to us.
Storytelling, it helps show the customer how you can wear it, which I think a lot of people sometimes struggle with. But also I think you can take the same clothes but tell different stories with just your accessories is really valuable. My husband was on a business trip, and he was like in Philadelphia, and he like took a picture of like some woman's name. He's like, she's wearing Allie+Bess, and it's kind of crazy.
Even people I know, when they show up wearing stuff, I'm like, huh, I did that.
I think for a while we were kind of trying to mimic other people, and I think that we now know who we are, and we are kind of what our customer wants, and I feel like we've just kind of gotten in the groove of that.
Yeah.
And so I think that's really exciting. Like, we can just breathe and be who we are, and not trying to be something else.
So I think at the beginning of Allie+Bess, we always said to one another, like, our friendship comes first, and so you could take all of this away, and we would both be okay with that as long as we were still friends.
Cadillac is proud to sponsor the Entrepreneur's Shaping DFW.